using WHMCS, download WHMCS module. There are several steps involved in this setup, so please follow the steps in the order they are represented. First, we are going to download the module itself and save it to your computer. So save this as a zip file. This will go to my downloads folder. I'm using a Mac. It will go into your own downloads folder. So we have a zip file here. I'm just going to extract the zip files. So now we have a WHMCS folder. Now inside this folder, as you can see, we have these subfolders. So what we do is we upload all of this into your website WHMCS installation folder. So let's go ahead and do that for our demo web host, which is kidswebhost.com. So I'm going to my FileZilla here. This is already connected, so I'm just gonna go to my downloads folder, sort by last modified. So I have WHMCS. As you can see, this is my WHMCS installation folder, which is called members. I name it as members. So upload the whole thing. Just hit upload. That's it. So you finished the first step. Next, we are going to the second step. So the second step, log into your WHMCS admin section, and we have to create the backup group and the backup products itself. I'm going to go setup, product services, create a new group first, backup hosting, and you can choose what type of shopping cart you want to use when checking out. I'm going to use the web tool cart. You can use anything, and available payment gateways, and I'm just gonna make it hidden for now. You can make it hidden when first creating it as well, so your customers won't see it at first. Then we are going to create the actual products which will be inside this group. Just like creating your regular web hosting products, I'm gonna create a new product type. Hosting account should be fine. Product group, I want to change to backup hosting. Let's do 1 GB. Hit continue. So here you can put a description, set your welcome email, and do the rest of the configuration. But for now, let's make it hidden, so your customers won't see it, as you can test these new products yourself before you make it live. Pricing for demo, I am going to make it free, so upon ordering we can see if the backup hosting account was created successfully or not. I'm going to make it free. Then go to module settings. You choose SiteAutoBackup and define the amount of disk space you want to assign. In this case, 1 GB, and hit automatically set up the product as soon as order is placed. As it is free, if it's a paid one, you can choose this one. So I am going to save the changes. That's pretty much it. I'm going to go back to product list and create the additional products you want to have. So I want to create 1 gigabyte, 5 gigabyte, and 10 gigabyte. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to duplicate a product. Five gigabyte for this one, so everything is the same. I am just going to change the module settings and make it 5 gigabyte. Save it. Back to product list, another one, 10 gigabyte backup. Go to module again and just change this to 10. So that is the second step. I'm going to break it down to a few steps because otherwise the process is going to take too long for one video. So we have 3 products in the backup hosting group, and next we are going to set up an add-on. I'll see you on the next step. So after you have added the backup as products, you want to add the backups as an add-on. As an add-on, while your customers are ordering your main web hosting accounts, they can add backup as an additional add-on. So when they actually buy a hosting account, they will see an option to add backup. That's what we want. So you can add an additional revenue while people are buying your web hosting services. So to do that, first we have to go to add-ons and add the actual add-ons. So setup product/services, product add-ons, add new add-on. Description, I'm going to leave it blank for now. Billing cycle, you have to define how much you want to charge this add-on. So usually a monthly service. For this demo, I'm going to make it free. So when we actually going to show you how the whole thing works, I don't have to apply any payment onto the demo order. So it's going to be free for now. Otherwise, please set up your pricing there. You can set up your welcome email as well and everything else. So where can this backup be added? I'm gonna choose this, and this. Kids Web Host Discover package, Kids Web Host Power package, Kids Web Host Super Power package, which are the main hosting services that is being sold through kidswebhost.com. So this backup will be an add-on option for those services. I'm going to save changes for now. And I'm gonna go ahead and do the additional 2 add-ons. Backup 5 gigabyte and make it all free. Take all these 3. Save changes. Another one. Make it all free. Remember, you have to set it as a price. After you test the whole thing and it works as you expected, then please set the price. Otherwise, you will give away these backups for free, but you are going to pay for the cost. So choose that as well. So we have add-ons for backup 1 gigabyte, 5 gigabyte, and 10 gigabytes available for the Kids Web Host Discover, Power, and Super Power package. Okay, let's go to the next step. Okay, so now we have the product setup, the add-on setup. Now we want to link them together. What does that mean? To link it together meaning when somebody orders a backup as an add-on, WHMCS will actually create a product when the add-on is being purchased. This way, the customer will also see the backup as a product in their client area. I will show you how it works. So before we can show you the demo of the order process, we have to link it up. So to do that, go to Setup and then go to Add-on Modules, and you go to SiteAutoBackup and activate it, and then hit Configure. Here, simply link the product and the add-on. So the add-on is this one, which product to set up when this add-on is being ordered. So I want to set up the 10 gigabyte. If the add-on is being ordered a 5 gigabyte one, I want to choose the 5 gigabyte, and so on, 1 gigabyte, and then save. Oh yeah, you have to also create the API user for that. We'll do that after this. So save the configuration on this one. That's it. So as you can see, it's actually already saving. So once it's saved, we have to create API user. Let's do that. So the next step is creating API user for our SiteAutoBackup module to be able to do all the things that needs to be done. To do that, you go to Setup, Staff Management. First, we have to go to Administration Roles, create a new role. You can name it SAB API for SiteAutoBackup API. And leave everything blank. Just need the API. Which one is the API? This one. And save changes. That's it. The second one, we have to actually create the user. Staff Management, Administration, Users, and I'm going to create a new administrator. You can choose whatever email address you want, it doesn't matter. The username is very important. It has to be SAB API. I repeat, this has to be SAB API, otherwise it will not work. The password, you can use any password, it doesn't matter, because the API will just check the username, because I'm using the internal API function. So that's all. Just save the changes. Wrong password there. There we go. So we have SAB API and all set up, ready to go. So next, trying out the orders. Okay, so to test out ordering the backup service as an add-on, you have to actually tick a checkbox on the add-on, product service, add-ons, to actually show on the order page. Otherwise, it won't show. Show on order, that has to be there. Auto activate on payment as well. Okay, make sure that's checked. You want to see that green check mark on the front. These green ones has to be there. Otherwise, when we order the hosting account, the add-ons is not being shown. Save that as well. Now we are ready to test it out. I'm going to set up product/services, product/services, choose one of the web hosting packages, grab the links and try it out. Let's open a new one. So I'm ordering a hosting account for Kids Web Host. It's going to check the subdomain. There we go. We have available add-ons. So for example, I want to add 5 GB. This is free because it's a demo, but once you test the whole order process, change this into an actual price. Otherwise, it'll be free. So go check out. Okay, so I'm gonna hit complete order. So this is we are acting as client. Now the order is complete. Now we go back to here. We see all orders. There's one pending there. Let's just activate that one. Accept. That's it. So now the client logged into the client area, and as usual they go to services. They see 2. 1, their web hosting account. 2 is their backup account. So when they view details, they can log into their backup panel. Ta-da! Now they can start adding backups and stuff. So that's pretty much it. Now you have to actually go back to your setup and product/services and add-ons. Make sure all these are priced according to whatever price you want to sell. Like monthly, like I don't know, $2 a month. Save. And this one also change for 10 gigs. Let's charge $10 a month. I'm just giving a quick example here. For 5, let's give $5 a month and monthly. Now, that being said, we go back to add-ons. Now setup product/services. Now here, these are hidden products because these are associated with the add-ons, okay? But when the add-ons is actually suspended or terminated, the actual backup product will be terminated as well because it is linked. For example, if I go back to my admin section and search clients, and this one, for example, there is a non-payment from this client, right? And because of non-payment, this main hosting account has an add-on, right? This is the main hosting account. It has an add-on, right? See, it's active. So for example, because of non-payment, this add-on is being suspended. So when this add-on is suspended, the actual account is suspended as well. So if I refresh this, it is suspended. So whenever the add-on is suspended, this will be suspended. Whenever the add-on is terminated, this will be terminated as well, along with all the backup files and the backup data. So what if you want to sell a backup service separate, not as an add-on, but as an independent product as well as an add-on? To do that, you have to actually create separate product lines, which is not linked to an add-on, right? Let me just rename this. For example, backup hosting add-on, so it makes sense more, right? Save changes. Now I want to create another group, which is a public one. Backup services. Web tool card, I like this one. Not hidden this time. So it's not going to be hidden, and you can create the same products under this group and make it not hidden. So when people are actually browsing your product or services, they can see it here. See? They can see it here. There is nothing there yet, but as I add more products here, they can order it separately, not as an add-on. So I hope that makes sense. So that's pretty much it. The next step is I want to configure the backup panel so it looks better, matching my kid's web host look and feel. To do that, let me show you how it looks now. I'm going to go to clients again. Let me unsuspend that account, which we just suspended. Let's activate the add-on again, which will activate the actual product here. Go back to services, and as you can see, it's now active. I'm gonna log in. This looks pretty simple, but it's good enough, like a cPanel. It's just basic stuff. But for example, you want to make it look like this, oh no, look like this a bit more, we can do that, definitely. So let's go ahead and do that. So now to change this look into the look on your WHMCS, which is like this for our demo. Now we go to the backup panel, you go to Reseller, Reseller Custom Skin, which is this page. Now this is just a bit complicated, but you have to know your HTML a bit. But if you need any help, just submit a support ticket and we'll be able to set it up for you for a fee if you need this customization done for you. So few page source, if you are using the newest or newer version of WHMCS, you can just go ahead and copy the whole thing out of the box all the way until you see the 5 GB, this one, which is the content. This backup 5 GB is this one, right? So we don't want that, we just want until this part, just the menus. So I'm going to copy this into the header part of the configuration. Bam, just like that. So we have the CSS part and then the menu part. Let me show you how it's done. Let's just leave this blank. And I'm just gonna grab the footer now, which is scroll down to the bottom all the way until it's footer divider, yeah, until here, that tiny part. So I'm gonna put it here, save and preview skin, and I'm gonna hit this to preview how it's gonna look. So it looks pretty good, right? Header, footer, but we don't want all these menus. This is the main WHMCS menus. It'll just confuse them. So we want to change these menus to the actual menu of our menu, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna go back to this part. Scroll down until you see the part, the menus start to go. So surfaces here, right? And then there's ordered new surfaces, few available add-ons, as you can see here, right? Now that is this part, right? Domains, billing, support. I think support is the good example because there is no line here. So I'm just going to use support as an example on this part. So I'm going to go and remove all the other stuff. Until I see support. So all the way down, it's like a pattern. You just keep seeing until you see the pattern there. There we go. We got support there. And open a ticket. Yeah. Okay, so this is the menus we have, right? I can actually make this a bit larger, so as suggested, I am going to grab this part as the menu, right? This is the menu part. So I just cut that part. And put it here on the menu. So header 2 is basically everything else in the header after the menu. Cut that out too and put it in header 2. So now all we have to do is just change the menu to this one, backup manager. Okay, so okay, like this particular backup manager, we have list accounts, and okay, so we have backup manager, which goes to backupmanager.php. So I'm just gonna say this one, backup manager. And the link should go to here. Just copy that exactly as it is. Bam. So we have add server at, so just copy this whole thing. Add server. WHM restore. Actually, that still be under restore. Add partial. We want to have add partial. So the labels, add this one, add full, add WHM backup. You can just add those labels yourself. Oops. Add full cPanel backup. Add WHM server backup. And then add partial, which is the partial backup. Partial.php backup. Okay, so if I copy this whole thing, just to grab the restore part, restore, okay, we have two links only there. Change that to restore. I'm going to use that link instead. The same thing is for the what's it's called here, my backup files, and then add WHM restore. Change the label, change the URL, and remove the last menu here, downloads, and this one. Oh, we don't need downloads here. So we have support as well, and then log out. So I'm just gonna use that link here, support and log out. Support, let's just use the last part here. Support, and copy the last part and name it as logout. Save and preview skin. Oh, there we go. There we go. So you have to actually click it. So that looks very good. I am going to make it live. Nice. So disregard all this because it switches the skin now for the configuration itself, because it logs me in as a reseller. So I'm just gonna close that out, and I'm gonna close that out. So here I'm gonna close this out, log in again. Now we should have, there we go, we should have the backup panel. There you go. We can add a new cPanel account. We can add a WHM account and MySQL or partial, and we can restore if we already have backup files. In this case we don't have one yet, so it's going to be empty. Support, to submit the support ticket, and finally we log out. So that's pretty much it to customize your backup panel fully according to your own WHMCS skin. Thanks for watching, and I wish you all the best in getting more revenue stream for your web hosting business.